know what? I'ma just I just came to get something to eat, okay? Like nip already hard, I mean that's just the first nip. But I mean we're just getting started, good evening. You've reached the right destination. It's Maxwell English, and I'm Maxwell English with Maxwell English. And we're covering today's predator would be thirsty, weary. But Scott, no, this gentleman came quite a wise to get to this young man for various reasons that he proclaims, but let's see how it goes. Wait, what? My nip's all hard? Wait, what? Scott. Wait, what?
Alright?
Yeah.
I just gotta finish right off.
Alright, I'm in a vulnerable position. I just have to finish drying off. If you can give me a moment, I just have to finish drying off. So apparently I'm butt naked. You're naked, John. Naked. I know, sir. I know. But it in all my years of broadcasting, I very seldom have been at a loss for words. It's one thing to get caught, with your pants down in one sting, but to get back online with the same screen name, like Scott.
You managed to bring your camera?
It was like
It was like my Adam's apple was just about to pop out, and then like my tie, that was like, I mean, everything just looks nice on me. I mean, this looks like headquarters, not a restaurant. It looks like headquarters, I mean, but this mode, he's very smart, very, very educational, I mean, very into academics, but just some video games.
Weary had gone through
He had gone through a eco challenge race. Eco challenge, huh? He took a bus, then he walked a little bit, swam the English Channel. Then he had to dive down to the Titanic. Then he had to surf around sharks, jump over a volcano, return something to Walmart, get the coffee pot ready, for the next man after he was done making his round of coffee. I mean, that's only right. And he finally showed up, and this is it ceased to never. It doesn't get old to me. It always seems to creep me out.
an eco challenge race. He had walked.
Mm-hmm.
He had gotten on a bus.
Mm-hmm.
He had walked some more. And when you see him come up the driveway, he's got a backpack.
He's thirsty. He's tired. Weary.
A hat, and he looks like a hiker. And he's weary.
Thirsty.
Thirsty.
Oh.
Hey, sir. He's got a backpack and a hat.
Fucked up. Like, let me light the joint. Fuck it. Like, fuck it. It's like an old school, not a stream, but, I'm probably like, premiere it or whatever, I mean, I had no intent to, like, foreshadow some things, but, it just kind of happened, So I got my ball cap back on right, I had to take a me break, Just let things come natural. Be a fan of the shit. Like, just pumping out content, like, like, come on, bro. Like, shooting blanks. Like, had to rejuvenate, you know? God. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, what do you want to do? You want to eat on the table, or what do you want to do? Like, I mean, we're pretty casual around here. I mean, can I wash my hands, or what are you gonna do? Like eat on your butthole, or like what, I mean, we have. Let me get these plates for this fucking.
And he looks like a hiker.
Who's this?
And he's weary.
Thirsty.
Hey, sir, could you come back over here, please?
Sir,
have a seat right
sir.
on there. You seem to be in a hurry there. Go ahead, have a seat right there, please.
All right.
Go ahead, please sit down.
Nice little island in the kitchen. Okay. All right. Little Mediterranean vibes. Okay. Little island in the kitchen. Okay. All right. You know, we had a lovely house in downtown Daytona, Florida. It was well decorated. I got it from a esteemed secretary or fucking senator that I used to run with back in college. Chris is awesome.
All right.
All right. Sir. Sir, please, let me just give you my resume. And all this could just, you got paperwork, I got paperwork, I got a pen, you know, this is the right idea, you know? I mean, we even had a camera under a leaf, you know? But, I mean, you know, this is the right scenario for Jean-Pierre. I mean, and I mean, in his world, right? Like, all right, I mean, you got, you know, the boss with the job application. You got Weary with his backpack. I'm sure he has his duplicate resume, or two resumes. I bring two resumes to an interview, one for the employer and one for myself. You know, you got to spice it up. You know, and you know, I mean, you know, he has his milk. So I mean, you know, I mean, he's already ready to go. He has enough, supplication to get him through the day. As far as nutrients, like he has cereal or some shit. I don't know if he had the milk without the cereal, but he had milk. So the milk was not. I mean, it's not the deal breaker, but I mean, it would be if it's like room temperature milk, and then it wouldn't be like kosher or nothing like.
Please sit down. Why are you in such a hurry to get over on the other side of the fence?
Oh, nothing. I thought it was
Michael Weary. God
That's
damn.
all. I'm sorry.
Yo, thinkiation.
Who were you looking for?
John Pedersen.
John Pedersen.
Sir, I understand, like, I mean, I get it, sir. Like, trust me, I don't have a six-pack. I mean, do I have two packs? I have a pack of two. No, a pack. Yeah, just a pack. This is like, I mean, that's about right. I mean, not in the chest category. I mean, I don't know what's stimulating this young man, but let's continue.
Yeah.
And why were you looking for John?
Huh? I was going to talk about some business.
And what business
Duh, Chris, what the fuck?
was that?
I'm going to try to find a job somewhere, and I heard about John Pedersen.
And why did you come to this house looking for John?
Are you not John? Let me get my resume out my bag. I really would prefer if you didn't get anything out of your bag. I'm almost done asking questions here. I really would prefer. Let me just get my milk out of my bag.
I had a phone call.
A phone call.
A phone call.
Yeah.
From?
Chris got the taco meat hanging out.
In fact, I don't actually know the guy, besides the fact that his name
You know, I really don't know the guy. I mean, the guy said his name was Eugene.
was.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I mean, from that, all I did was assess, sir. From his tone of voice, sir, I can tell he was in his mid-20s, sir. So he had to be a young man in college, sir.
Remember his name.
A young man.
It was about 5 hours ago. I've been walking.
So you were just walking down the road and you thought that this fellow with a construction company lived in this house?
Somebody told me that he lived.
Somebody? Who is somebody?
A young man on the phone.
A young man on the phone. And how did you reach this young man on the phone?
He had called me.
A young man on the phone. Like, what you want to do with a young man? I mean, it's not to say, like, what you want to do with a young girl, but, I mean, like, what you want to do with a young man? Like, come on, man.
He had called you just out of the blue?
No, I think he had my number.
He starts to get into this.
You know what? I think he had my Indeed, honestly. I do have my LinkedIn profile. That's active. That has my number on it. I haven't used that email in about 10 years. When was that? Like about 1995, I think. 1993. I mean, when I was in school, like, like Chris is supposed to know when you were in school. Like, who are you?
I'm here to apply for a job, and I said, well, so you know the folks who live here? He goes, no, but I knew that they were looking for somebody to do some work. And I said, really, what kind of work do you do? He said, well, driveway work, resurface driveways and cement, stones and things like that. And I'm thinking at this point, okay, here we go. I'm just going to let the line out a little bit here and see how far he takes it. And what's your...
Let the line out a little bit here and see how far he takes it.
My name is Michael.
Michael. Michael Wiltsey.
Michael Jordan. No, Michael Jordan.
Michael Weary. So you're saying this was somebody else, even though we know...
Oh, shit. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. Like, I've been really detoxing, man. Like, being sober is like, pretty damn good, I mean, when it's just about moderation, you don't want to get too sloppy, but you do want to get into a good place. But Michael Weary, sir, I'm Michael Jordan. Yo. Oh man, that's what he should have said.
I'm just gonna let the line out a little bit here and see how far he takes it. And what's your...
My name is Michael.
Michael. Michael Wiltsey.
No, Michael Jordan.
No, Michael Weary.
Michael Weary. So you were saying this was somebody else, even though we know you were at the public library using a computer. And
what you know is I was at a
Wait,
public
sir,
library.
sir, what, sir.
That's what you may know.
You don't know everything I know.
Ew.
So you want to tell me the real story now? Or you want to go with what you got? It's up to you.
You want to tell me the real story now, or you want to go with what you got? It's up to you. All I know is I had a pineapple, right? And for some reason somebody wanted me to skin it.
And when does the real story get me?
It's not the first time somebody has tried to take that position. That's an old email account. I don't use it anymore. But when you take them through the math of the situation, okay, this is your screen name, right? This is the communication that we have between somebody using your screen name and a young teen. And all of a sudden, you're here. You, not someone else. Your story doesn't make that much sense. Now, maybe I'm skeptical.
Maybe I'm skeptical. Maybe it's just the yellow backpack. Maybe it's the stomach. Maybe it's just everything blending in and you're really not really, telling everything. But, yeah, sir, you're about to do what to a young man?
Yeah, I don't know.
But it doesn't make sense.
Who you are.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who you are. Well, I'm Scottie Pippen. All right.
I came in here. I was just now told that
Yeah,
gate's
it
open.
is, isn't it?
Come on in.
Oh yeah, one time for Cat G.
Okay.
Question for you.
I mean, it just defied logic.
It just
And at
defied
some
logic.
point in the interview, you could see that he knew that this wasn't going to work out to be a great story for him. What this sounds like, Michael, is
What
that
this
you
sounds
were
like,
coming
Michael.
here to have sex with a 13-year-old boy.
Hell no.
Oh,
What?
hell no.
Did you say these things to somebody you thought was a 13-year-old boy?
Somebody else that was also on the computer.
Wait. First of all, sir, I'm past that stage.
Been using my name.
Ew.
So it's one big mix-up.
I'm telling you what I came in for, and I don't have sex with anybody. Not me. And if you were anybody that had access to my record, you look at my record, you figure out that the only time I had any problems with anybody was a young woman, unless you look at my adolescent stuff. And then I was an adolescent.
Adolescent.
So you've got a record.
So you got a record. I think I do. You think you do. You know I do. I don't further wish to get in more trouble. I just... You don't want to touch anyone. You don't want to touch anybody.
I'm guessing I do.
You're guessing you do.
You're guessing you do.
You know it.
You had a problem with a young woman.
A long time ago.
Did you do time for that?
Aw,
Don't you know?
Chris is not buying that shit. Nice ring, though.
I'm asking you.
Why are you asking?
I'm asking you.
I want to know the truth.
Yes, I've done.
I want to know. Why do you want to know? I'm asking you. For some fucking answers.
Time for that.
Huh?
Straight up, I've done time for that.
Straight up, I did time for that. Straight up.
Well, a young
Straight
woman.
up and down.
Ain't no kids in me.
Ain't no
We
kids
know he's
hit
got
me.
a criminal history. And then we have this chat. It's right there in black and white.
It's...
You're talking to a boy named Luke.
I don't know a boy named Luke.
I'll be there as close to 11
I don't know a boy named Luke.
as possible, so I will need your number so that I can call you when I'm near the bus stop. I will look for you, and we will discreetly go to your room and talk. And we'll talk about whatever comes up and stimulates you into
Cold sore.
whatsoever you want.
You are reading me something that somebody wrote. I'm sorry to hear that.
So I need
Sir, can you cut down that Radiohead, sir? I need to talk about this chat.
exact bus stop near our place. As I get off, I'll walk toward your street, so you also must tell me how to get to your bed from there.
Well,
Wow.
I don't know about what everybody that this person has said to a 13-year-old. I never even met a 13-year-old.
Not even when he was 13 and then he was in school, you know? He'd even meet 13-year-olds when he was in school, you know? When he was 13, you know? He never did. He never met a 13-year-old.
Well, the
Ever.
reason why I'm so curious about all of this is that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we've been doing a story on computer predators, adults who go online to try to meet.
Ew.
Young
One
teen.
time for the boom guy. Ew. One time for the mic. I mean, is that the boom guy? I mean, I don't want to be incorrect about that. I mean, he did come out with a mic. I don't see a boom on the mic, but I would assume that you would use, you know, that for, you know, the same shit if the other guy has the camera. So I'm gonna just go ahead with that inclination. So
Now, if you have anything else you'd like to say for yourself, we'd love to hear.
sir, please, slur, please.
it. If not, you're obviously free to leave and go on your way.
Sir, it's my first time.
I'm not doing anything. Now, if there's not a Scott Pedersen,
Do you have Scott Pedersen's name written down?
Do you have Cat G's name written down? Actually, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
No,
Do you have baked salmon's name written down? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And baked shamans. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. Yeah, I do. Well, and Amy Ramirez, I do. Yeah. And Monique, yeah, I do. Honestly, I do. Yeah, I do.
I have an address. I can leave an address. That's all I was planning to do. Just going to Scott Patterson. I can't leave no phone number, no address.
So you never wrote down Scott Pedersen's
I mean, it's
name
not
anywhere?
it's not a Boston Cap, but it's not baseball at all, but
No.
ew.
No.
Ew. You know what? Let me get the fuck out of here. You wasting my goddamn time.
He maintained until the...
No.
Ew.
He maintained until the
He maintained to the very end.
very end of the interview that he was just a dusty, determined traveler who came from a long ways away to try to get honest work. The problem with that, of course, is
I'm a diabetic. Little Donnie. I'm a diabetic.
that none of it makes sense. When you put it all together, the chat, his crumbling story, and the fact that, he's the guy sitting in the kitchen across from me, it doesn't look good for him.
The young man I thought was supposed to be here.
What's that person's name?
Scott was supposed to be.
Scott. Can't trust Scott, man. You can't trust Scott, man. Can't trust him, dog. No, but Scott. I'll be disappointed. I wouldn't say I wouldn't trust Scott. I'll just be very disappointed in Scott for lying to me because Scott knows. Scott. Come on. You're Scott. Come on.
Here, and he didn't mention his name. I just said, look at Scott.
Who's Scott?
The guy I was supposed to meet.
I was looking for any job. I was trying to rub feet.
Told.
You work construction?
I was looking for any kind of job.
No. You don't work right now?
No.
You know what?
Good. You sound beautiful. Let me see your back end here.
Right.
You go to a spa. This is. He's in great condition. Man.
Oh, baby, come on.